새파란 자상한 추억에 파란색 너랑 미련한 추억에 비추는 죄를 녹여보세 에라이 막 춤이라도 추자 밤빛을 덮어두면 비가 날 닮았는지 전과 달리 따스한 눈빛 그렇게 나를 봐주더라고 기쁘게도 사실은 이질적인 느낌이 좀 든대도 애써 외면하고 마주친 너의 표정은 헷갈리지만 아마도 놀아줄 거야 오래도록 가려던 너의 그 반이 실제로 차가웠다 해도 여전 불 위에 무엇이 여긴다래 알다가도 모르겠던 태도로 쳐다보기만 하고는 이렇게도 햇살이 밝아져오는 낮에 모두가 떠나도 나 혼자 태운자도 네가 나를 가감하고 있단 걸 알면서도 사실은 이질적인 느낌이 좀 든데도 애써 외면하고 마주친 너의 그 표정은 헷갈리지만 아마도 놀아줄 거야 오래도록 그러던 너의 그 반이 실제로 차가웠다 해도 여전 불 위에 무엇이 여긴다래 알다가도 모르겠던 태도로 쳐다보기만 하고는 좀 차려 이건 좀 아니다 힘껏 질러도 아무 없이 마구마구 내 주사위보다 원이 생각으로 와라 굳이 안에도 놀아줄 거야 그 마음이 실제로 따스했다 해도 여전 불 위에 무엇이 여긴다래 알다가도 모르겠던 태도로 쳐다보기만 하고는 좀 차려 이건 좀 아니다 힘껏 질러도 아무 없이 말해 맞아 뭐해 나라도
This is Dokebi.
네가 내 속을 아니 내가 네 맘을 보니 하루 이틀도 한두 번 넘어 아는 걸 새삼스레 노라고 그래 외로워는 날 보는 눈빛에 모든 시선이 멈추지 끝내 너만 몰라 왜 너도 날 원하잖아 그만해요 다 알고 있어요 그리 아닌 척 마요 듣고 있나요 나 떠나봐요 나를부터요 사실 저도 모르네요 나 너무 오래 걸리잖아요 당장 날 데려가 빨리 나와라 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 너 나와라 나와라 얼른 나와봐라 날 좀 바라봐라 이곳 튕기는 거 바라봐라 가나 죽게 너 자꾸 말은 늘어 하지만 너는 진짜 내 모습을 다 보여줄게 하지 너만 나고 많은 걸내 맘 모른 채 내게 숨지마 더 이상은 기다릴 수 없이 들어와 황홀하게 나를 보는 눈빛에 내 심장이 더 멈추지 근데 너만 몰라 왜 널 원하잖아 그만해요 다 알고 있어요 그리 아닌 척 마요 거의 나요 나타나봐요 나를 봐줘요 사실 조금 불안해요 나 너무 오래 걸리잖아요 당장 날 데려가 빨리 나와라 그럼 나와라 와라 나와라 와라 너 나와라 와라 다 그럼 나와라 와라 나와라 와라 얼른 나와봐라 날좀 바라봐라 이거 튕기는 걸 바라봐라 가나줄게 너 자꾸 말을 늘어놔 날좀 바라봐라 돈은 세척하지 마라 이따 후회하지 너 정말 놀아봐라 너 조금 더 바쁜 나를 줘볼까 다가가 알아가 버릴까 한 번 더 좀 확실하게 가볼까 소리 것 없이 아쿠하게 놀아봐 그럼 나와라 와라 나와라 와라 너 나와라 와라 그럼 나와라 와라 나와라 와라 얼른 나와봐라 날좀 바라봐라 이거 튕기는 걸 바라봐라 가나줄게 너 자꾸 말을 늘어놔 날 좀 바라봐라 돈은 세척하지 마라 이따 후회하지 너 정말 놀아봐라 너
Yo.
천천히 맘 먹고 시작 노력할 거다 Are you ready? 우리 남들과는 달라 내 컨트롤하지 마 그냥 힘이 Sing it all
눈꺼 벗고 say it 뺏길지도 몰라 wait it
이게 우리 녹여 Welcome to my big bag 내가 해봐요 do like this 내 what's it 내 뭔가 같은 love and peace 너의 비웃어 내가 웃기니 웃어 난 축전에 반드시 한번 봐줘봐 Like it Put like this 주저앉지 말고 그냥 do it like this 너의 꿈을 외쳐 함께 do it like this Like this Gotta do it like this Do it like this Do it like this Go like it like
Bounce, bounce, move like this. Now I got a plan like this.
Oh I like that
여기 모여 gotta make it boom, make it boom, make it boom.
Coming in like a big wave
와라 주문을 외워봐라 여기였다가 또 있다가 또 없더라 큐 전부 wake up showtime 뒤집어질 준비된 잔전
너와 내 문을 열어 원을 즐겨 Are you ready? 당장 자신을 불러대워 보란 듯이 너의 힘을 보여 Sing it all
뜨거 온종일 눈부셔 이 집은 hot play 출근답다 건너 유턴 face off 시작이니까 내편 가리지 말고 break all the rules gotta move.
We like it like Do it like this 주저앉지 말고 그냥 do it like this 너의 꿈을 외쳐 함께 do it like this Like this Gotta do it like this Do it like this Do it like this Go like it like 애성이라고 듣는 건 무시해 Oh 바꿔 같이 바꿔가 Oh together with the train With the train With the train With the train
What you want tell me what you want come on tell me what you need tell me what you need
우린 빛나는 존재 아무도 막질 못해 Hold your hands up together now Come on wake up 나를 따라 do it like this 혼자 울지 말고 크게 do it like this 몰래 숨어 있지 말고 do it like this Like this Gotta do it like this Put him up like this 포기하지 말고 다시 do it like this 도망치려 하지 말고 do it like this Like this Gotta do it like this Do it like this Gotta 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 do it like this Turn me up so they can hear this Louder Your favorite boys are back
Okay, something like this
Welcome to the jungle Gotta 잡채고 이 팔을 네 옆에 당기네 Let's go 아마 한눈에 찾고 그만 들고 만나도 아마 네 맘속에 있는 boy 내 심장을 의심하지마
Check one, lights on, all out. So 네 지나가면 날카로운 시선. I'll be the hater's secret favorite. turn the handphone, they got things up in the playlist. 이거 맘 해도 말이 바빠도 we do it better. take a girl I'm all easy 봐도 우리는 앞서 먼저 go. 할 것처럼 묵묵지는 않는 시에 내려 올라가자 going
내 아름다운 몰랐던 감정에도 맡겨봐 내가 다 이루어줄게 바래왔던 걸 가질 채워 Now or never 주저하지 마
Now what I wanna do back hit me.
You just can't get it
여기 아마 고개를 원하는 거다 막 느려갈게 손을 벗어나 예쁘게 줄서은 dominant rocks 결국 쓰러질 팔자 난 칼바람이 불어도 자리를 지키는 거 누가 뭐래도 I'm a keeping going 막지 못해 볼 수도 없어 너 be up in my zone 뭐래도 do it your way 누구를 원망하지 마 Be your style you call up it one of a kind
가슴 짜릿한 떨리는 감정에 널 맡겨봐 더 원하기는 해 그리고 그가 가질 chance Now or never 주저하지 마
Now what I wanna do back hit me Now what I wanna do back hit me Now what's my 네가 제일 좋아하는 한말 지금 난 나일 테니까 소리 따라 문을 열어 들어와
내 말은 너의 갈망이 현실을 갖춰 눈앞에 baby 밀려든 그 감정은 이제 나에게 다 털어내 쏟아내 소리 따라 문을 열고 들어와 겁없이 내게로
안녕하세요. Hello and welcome. Calibrate here. Get situated. I just sat down in my chair. I saw like I had 5 seconds left. I was like, oh shit. Better get ready. Okay. Okay, I'm ready. I promise. I promise. But hello. Tonight we are playing Canvas Menagerie. I do believe that's how that word is pronounced. A visual novel. I had to freaking summary up. Where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? So much shit on my screen. Where is it? There it is. On Steam. Store page. There it is. Quick little summary is a slice of life boys love romance about a group of TV actors going through their mid-20s together. Thus, in my stream title, the whole we're serving friends but blissfully queer in Canvas Menagerie. So I'm excited about that. The developer reached out to me and was like, hey, here's a stream key. You want to play this? And I'm like, boys love? Transmasc, MC? Bring it on. I'm ready. So we got that going for us. And then after that, we're playing Love in Deepspace because Caleb is finally out. I've been predicting that they're going to make him a love interest somehow, some way for a while. Pretty much since I knew about his character. I'm like, you got a handsome man who is a childhood friend Sure, he quote unquote blows up in the story. I mean, we saw that much on stream. But, I mean, this is the world of Love and Deep Space. All sorts of weird shit happens. Shut up. Shut up, cat. Shut up. He's just standing there. Meow. What? He wants to be fed. The food got automatically dispensed, what? Almost 3 hours ago. It's going to be dispensed again in another 3 hours. Boy, just like, he only takes like 2 bites. 2 or 3 bites, and then he's hungry like an hour later and there's no food left in the bowl because Jaeger eats it all. And he's a little surprised at that fact. This dumbass. We've been doing this for like 3 years now. You've been automatically dispensed food for 3 years. Get with it. But anyway, fucking distract me. Hello, Sin. Welcome. Welcome. What the hell was I talking about? Love and Deep Space, that's what. But yeah, I've been new. I've been new, fam. I've been new. I knew they were gonna bring Caleb back somehow. And they did. Robot style? I think. I don't know exactly. I mean, obviously he's got like a robot arm and some stuff. I've also seen pictures of him like almost full robot with just like human face and hair. So I'm like, is he like, did he only get like an arm blown off in the explosion? Or did he get like everything blown off? I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm gonna continue on with the main storyline. Unless Caleb has like his own storyline, kind of like how Silas sort of branched out with his own storyline that I started before I even finished the main storyline. So if that's the case, I'll just be doing that. But I don't know for sure. I've done some pulls this week since you got like 10. Yeah, I think they gave us like 10 free tickets to pull. So I did that. I haven't gotten any 5 stars, but I've gotten a few Caleb 4 stars. So I'll show those off. But yeah, we probably won't do any of the like the date banner stuff. Probably not. But yeah, we'll start with the Manhwa Rec for tonight. I'll just jump right into it. This one, since we're doing like actor stuff, I've read quite a few actor stuff, but I figured I'd go more shonen ai rather than like full on smutty yaoi. So this one is more tame, but it's very like plot centric and it's very good. Very, very good. What was the last actor one that I recommended? I want to say Again, where he went back in time. Yeah, I think that's right. And this one, it's not back in time, it's another person winds up in the actor's body. And now he has to live his life. So it's like a body or soul swap, I guess is what this one's technically called. But we don't know what happened to his body quite yet, his original body. Now that I think about it. So I don't know if it's like an official soul swap. I don't think so. I think he's like his original body's like dead. It's been a while since I started this one. I just like read some of the most recent chapters, so there's quite a few chapters out for it. But yeah, anyway, let me get it up. I'll get the browser up as well because I got a little, I do have a promo video that I found for this. It's only for season 3, and it's in Thai because for some reason the English Lezen YouTube channel doesn't have a trailer for this manhwa, but the Thai Lezen YouTube channel does. It's strange, but we're only here for the pretty pictures anyway. So here we go. Let me get the browser up. I got that full screen already, and the cover. It's called Monochrome Rumor, and it's a very, very good. So I'll go ahead and play the only season 3, but again, we're only here for the pretty pictures. So you can kind of see, I mean, you can already tell by the cover, the artwork is gorgeous. That's like one of the main draws for me for this whole thing. But he is he gets reborn. his soul gets put into the body of somebody they're K-poppers, right? Yeah, they're a K-pop band. So they're mostly like singers, but you know, K-pop idols will do acting and stuff too. And he does do acting. But yeah, so here's the trailer. I'm gonna put on the desktop audio. And I'm gonna shut up. It's only... I also should probably get it to the fucking beginning. It's only 22 seconds. So here, oh wait, I go. Pretty boys. Monochrome rumor. There was a thing that popped up. Hold on. I'm going to replay it just as a little info thing. Yeah, this. Oh, it just scrolled down. Will it pop up again? There it is. This. Is there another one? That's the title. I thought maybe it was like another trailer, but no. I can't read even a little bit of Thai. But yeah. And this is our protagonist right here. I mean, again, if you couldn't tell by the cover, there he is. He is beautiful. I'll go ahead and get rid of the browser. And I'm gonna move the cover just a smidge so that I'm not covering it. Ugh. On over. Right there. Okay. But yes, let me get it off my browser. Release the video so I can get the summary up. Okie dokie. Oh, the summary is kind of long, but yeah. I'll read the official summary and then I'll yap about it for a little bit. Yes. Now that I think about it, he's exactly your type. Although I think your type was also long hair, but either way, he is the silver gray hair. He's gorgeous. And he has a great personality. Even the original, you don't have the original guy's like full backstory quite yet. But from what we do know, poor baby, shut up, cat. Shut up. Okay, I think I can talk without being interrupted. Yeesh. Okay, official summary. Here we go. After being involved in a car accident together, Hajin is asked by Sihyun, or it could be she. S-I in Korean sometimes has a sh sound rather than it's... What does it say, Shihyun? I think that's how I've been reading it. Shihyun, to take care of Shihyun's younger sister after his death. Oh, Hajin is the guy whose soul got put into this body, and Shihyun is the original soul. So when they both got into the same car accident, like their cars hit each other, and that's when the soul swap happened. And so they had a moment where their souls actually kind of met and spoke for like a little tiny bit. And so the original was like, hey, take care of my younger sister. That's pretty much my only request. And then he sort of vanished, which again, I should have realized just from that alone. Yeah, like his original body and this guy's original soul, both dead. There was no other side to the swap. It was just him. But anyway, so Shihyun's younger sister after his death, Hajin never expected that to mean he would wake up in the hospital in Shihyun's body instead of his own. Even worse, Shihyun was an infamous idol who would do anything for money, had multiple sponsors. In Korea, that means like somebody you would do like sexual favors for in order to get, you know, the best. It depends what you do. If you're an actor, like the best roles. If you're an idol, you know, the best like venues and stuff like that. So when they say like multiple sponsors, they're kind of calling him a hoe, a man hoe. And was apparently about to abandon the boy band he was a part of to sign a new contract with a larger agency. At first, Hajin believes the public's negative opinion about Shihyun, but the more he learns about Shihyun's miserable circumstances, the more enraged he becomes. We all feel that. We all feel that, trust me. Determined to get revenge in Shihyun's stead, Hajin decides to reach out to an old acquaintance for help. However, the deeper he goes into his revenge plot, the more people he becomes entangled with. That's the official summary. They're not out yet. They're going to be out January 30th and then February 10th, but we will be up to chapter 105. But right now we're up to chapter 103. What the summary meant by old acquaintance, Hajin used to be, trying to remember exactly like a circumstance, like a loan shark, or like, no, he was a loan shark, but almost like a sort of like mafia situation. Like he was a part of a family of very powerful loan sharks. So he was kind of like the heir of the legacy of this shitty organization. So his growing up was very not good. Not good. His father was garbage. I'm trying to remember his mom's situation. Did he have a stepmom? I can't remember exactly. Mom wasn't really in the picture enough for me to remember anyway. I could be completely wrong on that account, but I don't remember a mom. I just remember a dad, and I remember him being trash. So he grew up, shitty situation. He had like one guy who was like his driver, his bodyguard, kind of like his right-hand man, as he was being basically groomed into the heir of this organization, and then eventually became the leader of the organization. But like everybody kind of liked him. At least that's what I remember. Like he was a liked leader, but again, shitty organization. So when a bunch of like shitty people like you, but the other lackeys don't really matter. It's just his right-hand man who matters, and I can't remember the right-hand man's name at the moment. But this is BL. So, right-hand man was driving? Yeah, he was driving the car when the collision happened, and he basically saw the guy he kind of like, sort of, would I say worshipped? He admired him greatly. Like, he thought he was a good person, even despite the fact that, you know, loan shark organization. But, like, he admired him very much, and I'm pretty sure was even in love with him before he even, like, realizes he was in love with him. This is more of a show don't tell manhwa, so it hasn't even been like well, most recent chapters I would say it's probably been confirmed on his part that he had feelings for him. But our main boy doesn't know shit. He is a very intelligent person and very good at like reading people around him, but he is himself and his emotions stupid, if that makes sense. Like when you're very good at reading other people, but reading yourself, you're very dumb at. He's kind of one of those people. But yeah, so right-hand man saw this guy that he admired, was in love with, die. And he was very devastated when he woke up in the hospital, because of course, you know, car crash, he got hurt too. Woke up in the hospital just to hear that your boss man that you admired died in a car that you were driving. I mean, devastating. He winds up becoming kind of like the lead of the organization. I do believe that is true. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Like he got basically promoted to leader of the organization because there wasn't any other like heir to it, and he was the right-hand man. So he knew how to take over, so he wound up taking over. But when our main character wakes up in the body of the idol, it's a lot of putting the pieces together of who this person that he now inhabits used to be. and figuring out how to like improve the life that he now has to live as this person. And it's very kind of like slow build, or slow burn. That's the official term. It's slow burn, because again, it's also more shonen-ai. It's not there's no real sexy times, because again, our main character doesn't know his own feelings worth a damn, and he's just trying to like figure out his new life as this person, as Shihyun. And he does keep his promise. He does take care of the little sister. He doesn't let her know that he is not, you know, the original guy. He's not the original Shihyun, so that she doesn't have to feel that she lost her brother. As far as he's concerned with her, he is Shihyun. It's also because she's in the hospital. That's one of those sad things. That's like, why was the original person like doing everything he could to, you know, get to basically make money? Little sister in the hospital, that she was the only person he thought of when he was like, his soul was literally on the verge of death. Obviously, he was just desperate to get his little sister, his precious family, the only person that they both had left in their lives. He wanted to get her you know, hospital care. And God, there's so much stuff. Because again, we're at like chapter 103 that's out. Soon up to 105, and we're still ongoing. I guess we're in season 3 now, considering that trailer showed season 3. Yeah. Oh, hold on. What's this? Sweetie, sweetie, sweetie. I'm gonna add that to my list. Yes. Continue as. Continue as. Sorry, I saw a recommendation pop up and I'm like, oh, wait, hold on. BL transmigration stories. There, at least there used to not be a whole lot of them, but like transmigration is like one of my favorite genres. So I saw the BL one and I was like, oh, hello. Anyway, now that I added that to my list, this one's also not on my list. I just realized, what the fuck? I've been reading it and I didn't subscribe. I'm dumb. Anywho, but yeah, the more you find out about the original's past, the more you're like, oh, poor precious baby. He didn't deserve anything that he got. He didn't deserve to die. He should have been able to live. He should have been able to live. Ugh. But you'll remember when I recommended Kill the Lights, right? It's kind of a similar situation where a badass's soul gets put into this bad reputation famous person. This might be an idol in this case rather than an actor. But ironically, Shihyun was set up to play a role, like an acting role, like right before the soul swap happened. So when our boy Hajin wakes up in Shihyun's body, it's not too long afterwards. It's like chapter 4 actually. At least I think it's chapter 4. No, I lied. Like chapter 6 and 7, it looks like, is when he goes into the acting role, and lo and behold, he has to play a loan shark. So everyone's like, oh, this shitty guy, he can't act worth a damn. He's not gonna be able to play a loan shark. Joke's on them, there's an actual loan shark in this person's body now. And the moment he starts playing the role, damn. He's got like that serious, I'm ready to shoot you in the face if you don't pay us back the money you owe us, like look on his face. The shadow over his sharp ass eyes. He's got his legs crossed and his like chin on his hand, and he uses like the tip of his foot to tilt up the guy who's on his knees in front of him, like begging for his life. He tilts his chin up with like the tip of his foot. It's a very like, holy shit, he's actually really good at this scene. And that scene, his right-hand man winds up seeing, and he's kind of like, this looks familiar. And it's him playing this scene that builds that connection between him and the right-hand man again. And they slowly kind of like develop a thing. But also, again, it's slow burn. Everybody seems like, I'm gonna say it now, this is spoilers, but just so you don't start reading it and you're like, who is the male lead? This is for sure boys love, so this boy's gonna love somebody. And he has fucking compatibility with fucking everybody, because again, he's a part of a boy band, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other people in the boy band who he has chemistry with. And they all start to really like this new Shihyun. They're like, oh no, he has amnesia, because of course they go with that route. Like, oh, he woke up from his accident with amnesia. That's why he's acting so different. We love an amnesia trope. Shut up, cat. I wish you would get amnesia. Shut up. God, he's just like lingering in the corner near where the cat food is. God, you got 3 hours. You gotta wait. No patience. Fuck's sake. Anyway, but it's not even just. There's like one guy who's in like another idol group who seems to have some kind of connection with the original Shihyun. He is, from what I know, I think shut up, cat. I think somebody spoiled it in the comments, but I'm okay with spoilers. So I was like looking for spoilers at that point. Like, who the fuck is this guy? And original Shihyun got into a really fucky situation, like super fucky situation, because of a sponsor? Was it a sponsor? And that guy kind of forced the situation on him. And then I'll just put y'all out of your misery. It was a very bad touch situation. So for a while there, you're like, why was the original Shihyun very like, don't touch me to pretty much anybody? Why did he almost always kick his roommate out of their room to sleep on the couch? Because they live in like an idol house. So there's like a few rooms and it's like two idols per room. But he always kicked his roommate out to sleep on the couch because he just didn't like, being in that vulnerable state with somebody else in the room. And you're like, why was he like that? You find out why. It was because other people are shitty. Shut up, cat. Shut up. Jesus Christ. And it's like, yeah, of course you wouldn't want people to touch you. Of course you wouldn't want to like share a room with somebody when you're like asleep and vulnerable and you don't know what that person's gonna do. Because you've been in a situation where people treat you like absolute garbage. And bad touch. Very bad touch. Just like the more you learn about original Shihyun, and you're just like, I know I just said it, but poor baby. And Hajin does like put the pieces together and figure it out, and he's just like, that's why it said in the summary, what was the exact words? The more he becomes enraged, the more he learns about Shihyun's miserable circumstances. It's like, yeah. He becomes kind of almost protective of somebody who's no longer alive, but whose life he's now living. He's like, I'm gonna make you live the best life that you should have been able to live on your own. But people suck. And I'm going to keep that promise of taking care of your sister. And maybe fall in love with a handsome right hand, or used to be my right hand man, but now runs the organization. Who looks very stereotypical, handsome, big, strong gangster man. But by which I mean like, not the like tattoos and like open collared shirt. I mean more like suits and slick back hair. That kind. But it is a very good story. And it's very interesting to kind of like slowly unravel what Shihyun's original life was like and all the shit that he went through. And how Hajin plans to like change that, and how Hajin like redevelops relationships that used to be there, but because of Shihyun's like circumstances like fell apart, but then he gets to rebuild them as kind of like a new Shihyun. It's just very, 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 very good. But yes, Monochrome Rumor, and you can read it on TappyToon. I don't think I have the logo set up, but I will put the link in chat. So there you go. I will now close my browser. And I'll close that. And I don't have the game up and running, but it shouldn't take too long. Didn't look like a very beefy game. It's a visual novel, so let's jump over to the gaming screen. Okay, I'm gonna be looking over here. I made myself bigger last time already, right? Maybe I'll make myself a little bigger. And again, I'll be looking over here. Yeah, that should be good. Okay. Get my chat back in front of Warudo. And it's over here. Canvas Menagerie. Opening. When I heard that the main character of this one was transmasculine, I was like, hello, my people? Let's go. I was very excited. Oh, yes, it's windowed. Thank God. Okay, let me get the game capture on it. Game capture. Hello. Canvas Menagerie. Up the text speed. Oh, there you go. I think the size is okay. Let me check. Nope, size is huge. Where's the side? And over just a little. Okay. Making sure there's no black bars anywhere. Okay. Should be a good. Sound volume, I'll up that. Music, I'll up just a little bit. I don't think there's voice acting. Subtitles, no text box. Text box. Blend Beans, hello. Welcome on in. We're just getting started. Skip. Unseen text, after choices. Transition. Just skip until unseen text. And we are windowed. So we're good there. Text speed. Text box opacity is all the way up. I'll bring that down. On a forward time. I'll make that fast. Okay. Should be good. Wait, what? Oh, Act 1. I've been told this is like about a 10-hour-ish game. So I'll maybe do like 2.5 to 3 hours maybe. Before I jump over to Love and Deepspace. We're gonna start. Chapter 1, School Days. That somehow reminds me, I still gotta finish the other Boys Love one. The ones with the chefs. High school. For some people, the best time of their life. For some people, a time to redefine themselves. And for others like me, a long 4 years of just trying to get by. Same, bro. Same. High school was not a great time for me. Teacher. As you can see, some memories are more potent than others when constructing objects. Selena, what kind of memories are these? Hello, Selena. Memories where you were feeling a strong emotion like anger, sadness, and joy. Which of these is easiest to create items with? Create items. Usually angry memories. That's true. Who doesn't like to, I don't know, create out of spite? As they're easier to recall. The easier you can recall a memory, the easier you can use it to build with. That's right. Never let your anger get the best of you. What kind of class is this? Therapy? Is that a school subject now? God, I wish. The rules of the world were a constant reminder regardless of how old you were, not how to do your taxes or how to build a strong work ethic. When memory is running hot, can result in even children bringing life to objects with their bare hands, the government makes sure to emphasize how important it is to keep your cool. If those emotions run hot, you'll get murked in this alley. Then chaos comes. Defector 1. You looking at us funny? He must think he's a big shot since he's working for the Capitol. Where's your keys? Middle-aged man. On ground. Here, take my wallet. Yeah, I'll take that too. Now where's your keys? My right pocket. Not your damn car keys. I want your government IDing keys. Don't be dumb, just hand it over. A young male off screen. Find someone. Nate, our main character. Finally, it's over. Have any plans this weekend? Of course, it's time to hit up the arcade that just opened up by my house. I still can't believe there's someone out there who thought investing in a brand new arcade is a good idea. Bro, we always need new arcades. I could use a new arcade up here. There's only the arcade is in the mall, which may still not even be there. I haven't been to the mall in over a year, if I'm being honest. And then right across the street, there's like a bar slash gaming, if you can call it that, situation. But there's like almost always cops over there and drunkards right outside, so I don't ever want to go there. Plus, I've been told there's not even like good games. It's like pinball machines and that's it. I'm like, where's like DDR, man? That's what I wanted. I was willing to suck it up and like deal with drunk people around me if there was a DDR machine in there, but there's not. So fuck that. She's the cutest character. I love her design. Anna. It's all about the nostalgia, the old-timey aesthetic. You'll get it once you see it. There's just some things you can't create with memories, huh? Exactly. You just gotta see it. Okay, let's go. Yay! Thank you for the subscription! You set off the fireworks! Woohoo! It's been 13 months. That is wild. Holy shit. Holy shenanigans. Slurp up some water. Delicious. Damn. See, they got a cool arcade. There's even like claw machines in there. Shit. I'm stuck with you for much. As far as I'm concerned, I'm stuck with you forever. So I'm okay with this. Come on. You ran right into that bullet. Being a galactic defender is a lot harder than it looks. You try it. It looks a bit like round 1. Yeah, it does. The arcade in the mall, did it have any claw machines? I think there was one. I'm not 100% sure. I just knew it had one DDR machine. There were some other arcade machines there. There was a, what's it called? Air hockey machine. It wasn't like a huge arcade. But because I had the DDR machine, I used to go all the time. My place has so many. God, like I said, I would just give anything for a really good arcade. It's a lot nicer here than I was expecting. Color me surprised. Yes, my love, what is it? I must visit. Yes, yes I must. God, it's been forever since I've gone anywhere. 2000... I only got to live in California for like a year before the people I was living with, their whole situation kind of sucked. And thus, I could no longer afford to live out there because I was living with them, but then their whole personal situation got fucky, so I had to move back out here. I will take you there, and then you will never want to leave. I wouldn't want to leave, just period. Let's be real here. Something up? Yeah, the fact that I'm not where Sing is. That's what's up. And then my evil plans will be successful. If that's evil, I don't want anything to do with good. My father's been working late recently because of all the crime? You just fucking say that? Okay. Yeah, my father's been working late. Oh, unless your father's a cop. We were talking fucking loan sharks for the Manhwa Rec, so I have in my head, like, yeah, my father was out there just committing all the crime, you know, he was busy. It's like these guys are just getting more and more bold each day. Every night he's answering another stabbing or murder. Okay, yeah, he's a cop. Yeah, cop. That makes more sense. You know, you do have a point, though. Every night he's answering another stabbing or murder. Maybe he's the one who has to go stab and murder. We don't know. We don't know. Until she flat out says cop. My mom freaks out now when I'm not home before sunset. It wasn't like this a couple of years ago. It's weird, right? Right? It could really go either way. You right. You right. Yeah. Quit making your mom worry then. She's probably already worried half to death about your dad at work. Vance. What? It's true. It's not a good time to be out there dealing with thugs. His own thugs? If he's the mafia leader, then he would have to deal with rival members messing with his members. You are correct. You are correct. I'm going with mafia leader until they flat out say cop. I could hand you a bat and you'd fit right in with them. Hey, what do you mean by that? Don't joke about things like that. I think the word is tact. Yeah, sorry. Care to play a game? You've been doing this shtick since middle school. It's not much of a game if I already know what's going to happen. You won't even give me a number? I don't want roses. Then, shut up, cat. 2.5 hours. You still gotta wait for food. Whoa. Oh. Wow, you've really improved. Where were you hiding those? Where'd you have those hidden? I don't care if he's hungry now. He should have eaten 3.5 hours ago when the food came out last time. Dumbass. The food doesn't come when you want it to come. It comes every 3 hours. Oh, that's not right. Not every 3 hours. It's an automatic food dispenser. So they both go over, they eat. But Kyo only eats like a snack and then walks off. No, not every 3 hours. I'm dumb. Every 6 hours. Am I adopting more pets? I already got you. So, you know. Shut up. That means I have 2 cats and a dragon. Shut up, for God's sake. I'm gonna put you in a bubble. A soundproof bubble. Get one of those like hamster balls. I'm gonna put you in it. This dragon eats a lot. I got something you can eat. Anyway. Wow, you've really improved. I remember when all you could make was a single rose. Make? Are they not real roses? Is this like origami? Or did you like grow actual roses? Kiona hamster ball. What would he do? He'd probably just fucking lay down and like quit. He's a quitter. He's just like, whatever, I don't care. I'm never gonna move ever again until you get me out of this ball. Now, if only I could make real ones. Okay, so it is like origami or like, I don't know, paper mache, I don't know. Then maybe you should just get him one. Honestly, yeah. Do they make hamster balls that big? They probably do. Maybe. If people could recreate organic stuff, we'd all be in trouble. But then we'd have access to a lot of great tools, like recreating organs. Wow, Nate. Actually, no, I would have the same thought as Nate. Like, hey, we could just make hearts. Maybe for rabbits. Now I want to Google it, but maybe later. Maybe later. You're so innocent and trusting. And I guess it's fine that you're stealing hearts. You didn't see it, but I winked in real life. My model can't wink because I've linked the blinking. Because if I don't, then one of my eyes starts like freaking out. The tracking isn't very good. But I did wink. Hey! What are these jokers doing? What's he doing back there? He doing a jig? He going back and forth? He just moonwalking across the hall? Honestly, sounds like a normal high school. Is that guy alright? No, he's like having a seizure back there. Mating dance? Maybe. I don't think he's being bullied, do you? Huh? They don't exactly look like friends. Oh, they vanished. What are we waiting for? Suburbs mating deaths. You're correct. That's true. That's true. Oh god, now all I can think of is that fucking video. Oh god, what is it? It's like the narration voice over the birds, and it's always like, Stacy, want to smash? Want to smash? Noisy, aren't you? It's called being a good citizen. You can stay here if you want. And miss out on you getting into a fight? No, thank you. Hey, no picking fights. At least not at school. Defector 1. Come on, don't chicken out now. Male student. I already told you what I know. But what if he's just trying to smash? Yeah, if he's trying to smash, why are we following them up to the roof? We could find them in the middle of a good dicking. Quietly, this isn't looking good. You think? Why did we follow them then? Hey, what's going on here? Wait! I mean, unless they don't mind people watching. Were you followed? Yeah, no shit. I don't know. I'm not trying anything, I swear. Looks like you're the only guy trying something. God, how many of them are there? Was it a gangbang? You can barely see the fourth guy because it's kind of covered by the chat box, but he's there. He's there. The only one? I think we took the wrong door to social studies. Yeah, because social studies is normally held on the roof. That's normal. I thought it was this way, but I guess not. Let's just ask for directions elsewhere. I mean, he has 2 hands and 2 holds, so he can take on 4 guys. I read holds, but my brain did translate it as holes. I knew what you were talking about. You're good. You're good. Yeah, somewhere else. Looks like class is happening right now. Leave. Why? Male. Young male off screen. He's not here. Unless you're knowing me so well. Of course. Of course. Because I would have said the same thing. Because... Oh, there he is. We're talking business. Wait, this is our love interest. Why is our love interest like a fucking gangster? God, what's with us falling in love with like gangsters? Ever since my Manhwa Rec, I swear. Oh, our pretty boy just came into the forefront. What kind of business? I mean, don't you like bad boys? I do. I do. I mean, Silas is the whole reason I started Love in Deepspace, so I cannot deny that accusation. Heh, wouldn't you like to know? Because I'm a bad boy. You're like the goodest bad boy there is. I'm bad at everything. Bruh, then I'm a bad boy too. Would you? You can't be serious, right? Sure, why not? Empires aren't toppled overnight. This country can't last much longer as it is. It needs to evolve. What the fuck are we talking about? It needs to be pruned. Are we starting a revolution? What? Lucky. That's a wrap. Oh, I forgot we were actors. I forgot we were actors. That makes sense. I'm like, where's the plot going? I fucking read the summary for this story. I knew what I was getting into. I put it in the title. Oh my god. Listen. I'm a bad boy. Remember? I'm a bad boy. I'm bad at everything, including remembering. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Put myself on blast right here. That's a wrap. I feel my feet fall. I just got thrown off because this music is also used in a Date with Death. So I was like, wait a second, A Date with Death? Must be royalty-free music. I feel my feet fall to the ground as the rest of my body slumps to the concrete. The production crew wastes no time and surrounds us. Just a couple minutes of rest, please, and then I'll get up. Is there... Oh, here we go, menu. I want to lower the opacity just to see. Return. Oh, no, okay. Return. Okay. I had this backwards in my head for the opacity. There we go, and then I'll get up. Let me review camera 2. Marissa, make sure we're good on camera 3. A person wearing a floppy cap and more than slightly askew glasses walks out, clapping their hands. Several things such as their age, nationality, background, and most worryingly, financial backings are a complete mystery. So he's the perfect person to work for. As eccentric and questionable as they may seem at first, and fifth, meeting, though. It's a bunch of awkward pauses on my end. They are a fully competent director and writer from what I've seen. For now. Now that I'm able to take a breather, I can fully appreciate how spacious this place is. A group of workers moved to start I can read, I promise, I can read. A group of workers moved to start disassembling the lights for the day, while another crew resets the props. A burly man passes me, pushing a dolly with all sorts of equipment on it, while a smaller guy takes over moving one of the cameras. Reading is hard. And although this isn't a hard text to read, for some reason, it's like messing with my eyes a little bit. I don't know why. It's a perfectly fine text. This is by far the largest set I've ever been on. All the photo shoots and commercials I've filmed before pale to this. We're not even at the real action scenes, but I'm already worn out. Am I that out of shape? Yes. It's the transmasculine condition. We're just all out of shape. I always thought I was a little fit, but maybe I need to hit the treadmill. And then again, when's the last time I even set foot in a gym? Stunt coordination doesn't count. Here. There he is, Mr. Handsome. Mr. Man who will be in our pants. Oh, Ken is playing Melty Blood, type Lumina. I have no idea what that is. Well, have fun. A soft voice to my right jerks my thoughts back to the set. I look up to see Ren standing beside me, hand outstretched. His light wavy hair is somehow only a little tousled from our last scene. I can make out a few drops of sweat on his neck, but for the most part, he looks unfazed. It's just one of Hollywood's most popular and hottest celebrities holding a hand out for me, a tired mess lying on the floor. Nothing major. Thank you. Any attempt to make my voice not sound breathless is futile. I sigh at my pitiful state and accept his hand. It'd be way more awkward if I didn't, right? Good job today. I don't know why I thought their acting names were their real names. I'm so stupid. So Ren and Nico are their actual names. Yeah, you too. I can't even attempt eye contact right now. He's too hot. I can't look at him. This man broke social media for a good month straight. In a world where the lifespan of drama is 2 hours on a fast day, he continually managed to reclaim his spot on every trending tab, at least once every other day. It's okay, I liked him a little dumb. Well, you're fortunate because I'm a lot of dumb. It was only a kiss. That's how it started. He'd recently turned 18, a small-time but attractive actor, and was caught kissing his male co-star behind the scenes. Ooh la la. This is why I like orange cats. You're correct. You're correct. Orange cats are the dumbest cats of all, but we love them. Despite the fact that my orange cat is still hovering over by the food bowl. You still got like 2 hours and 20 minutes, my dude. Except it wasn't just any movie they were filming. The two were leads for a widely anticipated movie adaptation of a popular teen romance novel series. And instead of spending time with the female lead like the tabloids had been reporting on, they were flirting with each other. Edward and Jacob making out in the back. And Bella just like watching on like, oh, this is awakened something in me. And Labrador retrievers. It's true, it's true. Of course, it didn't stop there. Movie set after movie set, boyfriend after boyfriend. He only became more and more infamous and more of a teenage heartthrob. At least, that's what my agent Jules told me. And now his gaze is on me. In the literal sense, of course. I'm his next victim. Let's go. You're new to fight scenes, right? I rub the back of my neck. That obvious? He smiles at me, a hand raised to his face and a small laugh. It's cute. Well, in practice, you kept staying later than everyone, and today you looked actually terrified. Is that going to show up on camera? It better. Lucky strides over to us with a crumpled, scribbled all-over copy of what I pray isn't next week's script in their hands. Maybe if our leader can strut in here without a care in the world, then I can not worry so much about getting sweaty after a fight scene. Mortal peril is the essence of fight scenes. They're a push and pull of both sides, never yielding, having both their bodies and hearts on the lines. A fight scene without emotions racing is pointless fodder. And Kyo is still yelling. At this point, I'm just going to ignore him. So if you hear him in the background, I'm not going to respond to it anymore. I'll take that as they're happy with it. They're not making us reshoot it, and I'll be happy too. And on that note, they quickly look around, trying to find someone. Yeah, I do that too when I look around. I fucking do the shuffle. Listen, I know, you got limited ways of showing people, doing movement in a visual novel. I make fun, but I understand. I leave you with Cassandra. And he's gone. Or they're gone. Do a little dance. I'm looking. Just as quick as they approached us, Lucky hightails it to the other direction towards the person disassembling the camera setup, already onto their next task. Wait! My legs stumble trying to get a better footing as my fight or flight senses kick in at the mention of her name. Too little too late. I hear the clicking of heels coming from behind me. Oh god, what? A tall, lightly tanned woman in business formal closes in on us, clipboard clutched to her chest with a smartphone in her other hand. Cassandra, you've got an interview in an hour and a half with Channel 3. Serena, Victor, and Angel will be joining you as well. I take it those are the other actors we saw. It takes 25 minutes to get there, and they expect you to arrive at least 40 minutes beforehand so they can do their own makeup routines and run through. So I advise you to run to the nearest shower, anywhere. Okay, Ren, unzip, I'm ready. Ready for my shower, come on. She said we gotta hurry, come on. It's not that kind of visual novel, I know. As far as like mature stuff goes. But if I had written it, we all know. We all know. Nah, they cute. They're gonna be cute. I sigh. There's no use arguing with her. If Lucky is the gear that keeps the story and direction turning, then Cassandra is the gear that keeps the production and financials turning. Her job is to relay progress and deterrence back to the investors, work with our agents and managers to plan anything relating to the production, and in general, keep the lights on. They both seem to implicitly trust each other with their respective parts, despite their night and day appearances. That was great. And now an interview. No time to rest now, huh? There she is. One of our co-stars, a young woman playing my classmate, stretches her arms as she walks towards us. I believe she's only a couple years older than me. Behind her, our other two co-stars playing as classmates follow. Angel. She is an angel. Look at her. You can rest tonight, but I'm ready for anything. Our youngest classmate bounces up behind her. She's around 18 and a natural at anything involving singing or dancing. I only know that much because of how popular she is on Mimic Mic, the largest video platform. Mimic Mic. That's actually a good name. Victor, our last classmate, comes up from behind me, smacking my shoulder. He hands me and Ren bottles of water from the refreshment stand. Shut up, Kel. I'm not gonna respond to you anymore. Come on, it's our first interview for this production. Get cleaned up and let's go. Just how nasty am I that everyone's like, go fucking shower, dude. You stink. It's hard to pin an age on him. He's certainly too old for high school. Well, almost all of us are. But he could be in college or with kids. Maybe both. And then again, it's hard to picture him sitting down for more than a few minutes, let alone raising anyone. You can have kids and not be raising them. I'm just saying. It's not good, but I'm just saying. All right, all right. I turn back to Ren, who's already downed half his bottle. Are you coming with us? He lowers the water bottle down to speak, but Cassandra cuts him off. He has a prior engagement already. You're running out of time to get ready. Short and sharp, Cassandra leaves it at that before walking away briskly. She shrugs, Ren shrugs, drinking the last of his water. I've got an interview elsewhere. But hey, this means more questions for you, right? I mean, I'm sure he means it in a sincere, lighthearted way, but little does he realize that's the exact opposite of what I want. Please, come with us so the interviewers gawk over you instead of me. Yo, shut up, please. I barely got a single brain cell. I can't concentrate with you yelling in the background. With a quick wave, he walks off. Victor drags me away from the set and towards our trailers. So, how did each of you get into acting? I can't help but give a quiet little sigh of relief. It's all been standard, boilerplate, we don't know you questions for a general audience. It's exactly what Jules coached me on, even though my nerves were expecting anything but. You walk into the interview, they're like, so, how wide is your asshole? And you're like, what? Then again, he also is Transmasc, so maybe he was worried about like, so, what do you got down in your pants? Can't believe there's been actual interviewers who have asked trans people those questions. Like, why is that your business? Don't you what me? It's true. It's true. There was like a... It's either early 2000s or like 90s. I think it's early 2000s that comes to mind. It was a trans woman and she was on a show. I can't remember what the show was, but the female interviewer was literally asking her like, what's in your pants? And you could just see in her face that she wanted to kill this woman. But she kept her cool. And I can't remember if she actually answered the question or like subverted it in sort of like a, hey, so if I asked you that question, would you think it's appropriate? But anyway, I was always outgoing as a kid, but I never really got into sports. Me either. Except for basketball. I always wanted to get into archery too, but there was like never anything that I could, or anywhere I could go that would teach me archery. I bought my own like longbow and recurve bow and just like practice on my own, but I never got any like official training. There's actually a pretty well-known archery range around where I currently live somewhere, but I have no idea where it is or how much they fucking cost. As an archery coach, can he coach me? Does he do like Zoom meetings? Can I be coached over Skype? But I never really got to sports. A friend of mine convinced me to take theater as my elective instead of band in middle school, and it just clicked. If he says yes, that'd be kind of funny, actually. Just me standing in front of my webcam. Am I holding it right? Standing in the middle of my apartment where I can't actually like fire anything. I'd just be holding it. Starting to tell how your form is. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm a choir kid surrounded by theater kids. Bruh, same. I was in choir like all throughout high school. Yeah. Was I in choir at freshman? I might have started sophomore. I think I started sophomore year actually. Because my friends started in freshman year. And then like the next year they're like, take choir with us. So I was like, okay, fine. Yeah, because they wanted me to go on like the trips with them. Only my parents couldn't afford to pay the like $1,000 to go to like Hawaii for a choir competition or something. I don't know why they went to Hawaii. But everybody went to Hawaii but me because I couldn't afford it. Yeah, it was like literally like $1,000. And somehow everybody else afforded it. And I'm like, my parents ain't got that kind of cash. Where are you all getting that kind of cash? It really is. Especially, actually, no, this would be like 2003? 2004? So $1,000 is even more? Yeah, I was in 7th grade when, well, the big event happened. Which is in 2001. So 8th grade, 2002. Freshman year, 2003 or 2004. I mean, even now, that's a fuck ton of money as far as I'm concerned, yeah. But yeah, selling the blood of their enemies. It's like, I knew their families weren't like super rich either, so I'm like, where the fuck are you all getting this money? But also, I remembered that I don't think any of them had more than like one sibling, whereas my family, it's 4 kids. So, okay. Yeah, my older sister, my older brother, there's me, and then there's my younger sister. We are a family of 4 kids, and then mother and father. And at the time, Dad was still working with a military contract. He didn't make like a shit ton of money, but he made like enough for us to get by. And Mom was working for Petco at the time, doing like tech stuff. Well, I mean, he was in the Navy for like 20 years. 20 something years. And then when he retired, he got a contract to work with a company that then works with the military. I don't know exactly what he did though. They kind of fucked him over in the end though, because they lost that contract, which is the whole reason I had to move. Because we suddenly couldn't afford to live here. Or, well, live there, I should say. My mom is doing that too. Yeah. Yeah. Shut up, Kel, for fuck's sake. Wow. Just a line about being a choir kid just made me go on a full ass tangent about my life. I mean, fair. Last time you were talking to me about your mom, I'm like, yikes. It be like that, yeah. Angel perks up as we turn to her. I've always liked playing pretend, and I've always been into dancing. For a while I thought I'd only be able to do dancing, but an agent reached out to me to see if I was interested in acting. She smiles sweetly at the interviewer and clasps her hands in her lap to show she's done. My parents enrolled me in ballet as a kid. Somehow she just kind of looks like that sort of person who would be enrolled in ballet by their parents. I like the performance part of it more than the dancing, so they helped me get into acting. That sounds nice. It's my turn. Ah, shit, they're gonna look at me now. My parents pushed me into acting when I was little too. It's just something I've always enjoyed. The interviewer, a sizable man, looks back down at his notes. He clears his throat before continuing. Yeah, total mood. I couldn't be an actor. Anybody putting their attention on me and I'm immediately like, ah. I mean, I used to love cosplay, but whenever we had to take pictures for cosplay, it's like, on the one hand, I wanted to take pictures. Because like you dress up, you want to take pictures. But on the other hand, I had no idea what the fuck to do with myself. So also, don't look at me. So, is it daunting being on a set for such a long time? Shooting has only just begun, right? But you'll be there for years, hopefully, right? To my left, Serena leans forward ever so slightly to take the question first. It's exciting. I've never stayed long on productions like this, so it's definitely new to me. Yeah, I love cosplaying, but also please don't perceive me. That's the mood. I'm the same. Ha! I'm used to smaller productions or only being on set for a few days. I've never actually lived in tandem with a production. Victor agrees with us and we start talking about different productions we've been on and the quirks of our current setup. Victor agrees with the... Oh, wait, no. New line down here. But before I know it, the interview is over and we're hurried into a cab. They don't even have like a... official car. They have to take cabs? Well, that's not safe. You don't know the cab driver. Serena politely asks the hostess for a table for 4. Oh, they went to Denny's. Victor was adamant the food here was stellar. Okay, maybe it's not Denny's. So we all just went along with it. I've had so much fast food the past month that I am embarrassed to show anyone my bank statements. Bruh, same. This week alone, I've had Little Caesars and Sasuke ramen. Oh, the ramen was so good. It was curry ramen. And I had karaage. I can't help that it's quick and easy. Yes. The fucking... the restaurant is called Sasuke. And yes, when you walk in the door, there are Naruto figures fucking up on the wall. There's also a bunch of One Piece figures, but... they are very much a fucking Naruto fan. I was like, well, I know where they got their name from. I mean... they're not subtle about it. But they actually have good ramen. Thank fucking God, there's no other good ramen place around here. And they're also very popular, so hopefully they'll stay around for a long time. Or at least long enough for me to fucking get out of here. We're guided to our table through a rather cramped but still stylish eating area. After several rejections, it's just the 4 of us eating together. Not that I really know any of them yet, aside from casual introductions and small talk. Oh, so the celebrity didn't want to come? Angel picks the seat beside me and we sit down. Last I checked, she has just shy of 6 million followers. Bruh, that'll never be me. I did win with my girlfriend a Sasuke plush at round 1 recently. Nice. The coolest thing I ever did as far as like a claw machine goes, what were they? What's that cat called? Plusheen? Plusheen? That like fat brown cat? There was one of those in there, and it's like one of those decent sized ones. Is it Pusheen? Yeah, that one. You would need like 2 hands to hold it. And 2 of my friends were trying for the longest time to get it. And they just could not do it. And they turned to me just like, hey, you want to just try once? And I'm like, all blasé about it, just knowing I'm not going to get it. But I'm like, sure, why not? I'll try. So I walk over to the claw machine. They put it in the money. I'm like, I'm going to grab it by the little donut that it's holding. And it's like the tiniest fucking donut. I'm like, no way is this claw going to like actually grab onto that donut, let alone hold onto it to pick up this giant plushie and, you know, put it in the thing. But lo and behold, somehow I fucking managed to do exactly that. And I'm like, oh my God. And they're like, oh my God. And there was like a little crowd around us. I don't know where they came from. And they're like, oh my God. And I'm just like, ah. Oh God. Best day of my life. We were only out there because we were waiting for our table, or a table, to open up for Korean barbecue. Oh. I miss Korean barbecue. There are no Korean barbecue places out here. It's fucking sad. She's more of a celebrity out of any of us here, really. He said he had an interview at the same time as us. I cry for you. I cry for me too. Because I read so much Korean manhwa that, I mean, I see Korean barbecue all the time and it's drawn really well and I'm hungry. Also Korean fried chicken. I see that shit all the time and I'm like, ugh. There's only like a Popeyes and a KFC out here. And neither of those is like super great fried chicken. I really do. I really, really, really do. Maybe that's what I'll save up for this year. And I can come visit like in the fall. It's open till 1 a.m. That's another thing that fucking sucks. Everything closes. Like the thing that stays open the longest now is Walgreens? Walgreens used to be 24/7, but they're not even fucking 24/7 anymore out here. They have Korean fried chicken. Oh, you mean tteokbokki? The sticky rice cakes? Oh, I really want to try those. They always look good, but spicy rice cakes. They sound good and they look good and I want to try them, but the only tteokbokki I've ever found out here is like microwavable. And I'm like, that's, I mean, I've heard that there's like some good brands out there, but I can't guarantee the one that's out here is any good. Yeah. I would want them like, you know, made like in a restaurant if I was ever going to try them. Victor just shrugs and takes a seat. You gotta take me to so many places, yes. Fly me across the galaxy on your dragon back. I figure he'd say no anyway. He keeps to himself on sets a lot. Oh? Angel leans into the table, pretending to grab a piece of bread. Despite her small stature, she's suddenly become somewhat intimidating. Why do I feel like I'm about to be included in a gossip corner? I was a side character in a movie he was acting in a year ago. It was a minor role, but I still saw him on the set a few times. He leans back in his chair and drinks some of his water. Nothing major. Aw. Sorry, girl, you're not getting the tea this time. She deflates in her chair. Across from me, Serena stirs her drink. It's our first month on set. I'm sure we'll all get more acquainted as we film more. Especially when people start coming out of their trailers more often. I don't bother meeting her gaze. Still, it's kind of fun being on set with such famous people. It's just weird to see a trending headline and it's someone you know, though. Angel innocently sips her water. Let's leave the trending headlines to someone else. Ha! You picked a terrible role to be out of the internet's eyes. To be honest, I auditioned for a smaller role. Angel pumps her fist beside me. And look where you are now. Serena leans against her arm. Yeah, Serena leans against her arm, looking at me straight on. Wow, that's amazing. Lucky must have really been impressed. Impressed is a word for it. Sure. I was thinking more along the lines of morbid curiosity at throwing someone who's only been able to book commercials the past few years into the spotlight. But that works too. Really, I don't know why they picked me. I told them my history in the interview. I'm still trying to get used to the set, to be honest. I'm so used to smaller sets or doing background scenes away from the main cameras. It's like the difference from playing baseball on a dirt field and then playing your next match in a stadium in front of thousands. A shock to the system is putting it lightly. Victor looks up from the drink menu. I know, right? It was just a couple years ago I finally got my first speaking role after being shoved to crowd work for the longest time. Huh. And now we're front and center. I'll drink to that. It's funny, whenever I read I'll drink to that, I just think of it was Among Us. They were playing Among Us, and I was watching a video from Corpse Husband's perspective, and it was like drunk Among Us, and he just found any excuse to be like, I'll drink to that, and then a big old slurp of whatever alcohol he was drinking. So that's what I hear whenever I read I'll drink to that. Angel flips through the menu, not paying us much attention anymore. So what about you, Nico? Well, yeah, it's definitely the biggest set I've been on. I'm used to working on commercials and kids' TV shows. Not that I'll ever say which. Sesame Street. Same. I've been mostly doing side characters in kids' shows the past few years. Maybe we've been on some together? Haha, maybe. Change the subject, change the subject. The fuck did you work on? What's that horror puppet show? YouTube show. Help there. Oh god. Help me, I'm scared. Something I'm scared? I suddenly can't remember its fucking title. Maybe that's what he worked on. And that's why he's all cagey about it. Have you been on any big sets before, Angel? Hold me, I'm scared. Yeah, that. He played... Is there a blue thing on there? No, there's like the red mop guy. I suddenly can't remember who the other characters are other than the clock. I could Google it, but fuck it, I'll Google. I will Google it. If you hear a video, ignore it.
I've been yearning.
Nope, shut up. Fucking ads. Go away. Nope. Pause, damn it. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. The cock? No, clock. Yes, the character, Mr. Cock. It's just a talking dick. Hold me, I'm scared. Is there a blue character? Oh, there's a yellow character with blue hair. Maybe he played that guy. Hold on. Let me let the pups out real quick. They crying at me. I mean, this is a real last name. Actually, while you take that moment, I will also be right back. I gotta get something to blow my nose. I'm stuffed up. Okay, I'm back. Oh, I blew my nose so hard that like the, I don't know, nose hole all the way at the back of my nose like squeezed shut and like whined as it opened back up. It was like, I could hear it in my head. I'm like, what the fuck? I guess my sinuses? I don't know what's back there. I don't know anatomy. Other than cock, apparently. Because I was so stuffed up, that's probably why it sounded like I said cock instead of clock. Oh, God. When I woke up this morning, I've been stuffed up pretty much from the moment I woke up. Okay. All good? All good. Have you been on any big sets before, Angel? Angel thumbs her menu. A crease in her brow quickly comes and goes before she looks up at me. Nope. This is my first time on a film set. Really? And film set doesn't have to be the only big set. I'm on to you, Angel. I still love you, though. She slyly pulls out her phone and opens up an app on it before sliding it across the wooden table. Lucky scouted me from my Mimic Mike videos. They said they wanted someone charismatic and extroverted for the role, so they asked me to come to auditions. You're real popular on Mimic Mike, aren't you? Oh, have you seen some of my videos? I avoid looking at her, instead grabbing a quick swig of my drink. A few. A lot. I never was able to get into those kind of apps. So much happening at once. Me with TikTok. It is a rather young app, to say the least. In other words, it's for Zoomers. They're definitely faster paced than most. I'll follow you, Angel, okay? Her face glows as Serena pulls out her phone. Okay. I feel their gazes turn to me. What about you? Shit. I can't let her know I've been a fan for months. That's too embarrassing, right? Oh yeah, I'll follow you too. I get out my phone and carefully open the app, acting like I don't know her account. Her watchful eye doesn't waver. Try as I might, I can't keep her from seeing all of my screen. I knew it. You already followed me. I slump in my chair, defeated. You caught me. Serena claps her hands. Aha, so you already knew who she was. Victor leans back in his chair, taking a sip of his drink. What's the big deal? You've got a lot of followers, right? So it's not unusual for people on the production to already know you. Angel wasn't paying attention anymore. She's already in her own little world. I watch a lot of videos in my downtime, that's all. And the best kind at that. At least one of us is having fun. A waitress swings by bringing our food. Did they even order? I don't remember them ordering. The waitress just fucking knew. She's like, I know what you guys want. Took one look at you. I knew exactly what you wanted. I'm fucking good at my job. Tip me. Tip me lots of money, rich people. Oh, man. A hearty portion of slow marinated bulgogi and rice on the side. It smells amazing, but the steam almost fogs over my glasses. Maybe I should have left my contacts in a little longer. Victor is the first to grab a heapful. Following him, we all dig in. Oh, you're all just sharing the bulgogi. Okay. The dim lights on the exteriors of the buildings don't do much to lead the way back to my trailer. I stumble along, guided mainly by the moonlight. Me, I did it. Shine some moonlight on you fuckers. My exhaustion doesn't help either. I was able to take a small nap on the ride back from the restaurant, but it's left my eyes more bleary than anything. Normally, I'd be able to ask for a ride on a cart. On a cart? Oh, a golf cart. Right. That's a thing. Back to my trailer, but there's no one around except the odd security guard. Most of the production crew has gone home by now, and everyone who stays on set seems to have already called it a night. Except him. Leaning against the door to his trailer is Ren, smoking a cigarette. Gross. I know it looks cool in fiction, but I hate the smell of cigarettes, like, with a passion. You smoke around me, I'm gone. I can't stand... Okay, we're in agreement with this. I should have just read one more sentence. I can't stand the smell of cigarettes, but I don't see a way to walk past him without him seeing me. So I casually walk towards him. That is to say, I awkwardly meander towards him since I'm passing in his line of sight, so I might as well approach him. A small burst of wind brings a slight chill to the air as I approach. We're both co-workers. That interviewer was right. We'll be working together for hopefully years. I need to get more comfortable talking to him and being around him. Admittedly, I haven't been very sociable with any of my coworkers aside from tonight, but I've got to change that eventually. Well, why does he have to be a smoker? Sure, it's hot in photo shoots, but it just reeks in person. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Me and Nico are on the same fucking page. It's the Transmasc to Transmasc communication. That's what's happening right now between me and this fictional character. He gives me a smile once he sees me. Fucking handsome motherfucker. How'd your interview go? Just be casual, like earlier today. All right, I'm still pretty new to them, but we had a good time. They get easier as you do more. Eventually, it feels like you've heard the same question 1,000 times and can hold an interview in your sleep. I give a shrug. I still feel like I need to study for them. Just wait till you start dreaming about having interviews. That's when you know... Ugh, sorry, I got caught in a stretch. Oh no. Okay. Oof. Almanac. Oh, I'm like a cat. Once something starts stretching, then like everything in my upper body's got to stretch. That's when you know you've got to take a break. Sounds more like a nightmare. Yes. Ren flicks his cigarette to shake off some sparks. Definitely. It was an interview from hell. Where it just wouldn't end and was broadcasted live. I'd answer a question, but they'd say the answer wasn't good enough and make me answer it again. He takes a puff of his cigarette and exhales. Most aren't that bad. These days, if they're damn annoying, I let them know. Nothing worse than someone fishing for headlines. Telling off an interviewer sounds like you'd be starting more trouble than preventing. How many times have you run into that sort of thing? Ha, too many to count. I used to get them all the time when I first became popular. He chuckles to himself with a terrible smirk on his face. One time someone had the gall to ask me about my sex life. While my mom was in the audience, I was 18, but I was still in high school. What kind of fucking interviewer? I hope they got fired. Or like canceled. Cause what the fuck? I'd simply die on the spot. Yeah, me too. Let's just say she was more horrified than I was. A breeze starts to pick up again, but I hardly notice it. How'd you bounce back after that? I'd be too scared to go to any afterwards. I set boundaries. My agent is upfront about what we can and won't talk about while booking interviews now. Some of it is more specific things like NDAs, while others are more general. Setting exactly what I wouldn't talk about just made things a lot easier. It also gave me a little more time since I wasn't booking so many interviews. Ha! Ren puffs smoke out again. How does he stand it? The interviews, but also the smoking. So, do you like interviews? A moment passes before he responds. Job's a job. Interviews are just part of it. Personal branding and building a public image. That shit. He waves his hand in the air as a yada yada before continuing. Ada ada? There's a lot worse parts of the job. Like these damn cigarettes. I started smoking for a role I had and now I can't stop. Ren sighs. You're lucky they're putting you on a stricter diet and workout regimen. I was on a water diet for a few days for one movie, and I don't mean the kind of only drink water with meals one. I take a step back. You mean no food at all? He looks back at me, giving me a coy look. How do you think people get washboard abs? They're definitely not natural. Don't crush my dreams like that. I can barely go a day without a soda, let alone food. Why am I Nico? Why are Nico and I the same fucking person? What the fuck? Were you all reading my diary before you made this game and made this character? This character even kind of looks like the first OC I ever made. A little bit. That's wild. That's wild. If Lucky ever asks that of me, well, I think it's back to commercials. The moon hangs high above us. I don't want to leave just yet, but it's getting late. He smushes the butt of a cigarette into the concrete, making sure it's extinguished. You'll see what I mean eventually. Does he mean about how the industry is? Look, I might not know how they treat blockbuster actors, but I've been in the acting industry since I was a kid. I think I'm going to call it a night. We start back at, what time? 6. Lucky wants a few morning shots. Too damn early. You're telling me. See you then. See ya. He waves and turns back towards his trailer. I wonder which one it is. I head on down the path and reach my own. And just like that, my first one-on-one with one of the biggest celebrities in the world right now was over. No, my first one-on-one with one of my current coworkers. And there was only one coworker. And only one bed. So we had to fuck. I've always hung around in the background or in minor roles, jobs that, while I was on camera, never brought much attention to me. But now, everything is on me. My parents can't dictate my roles anymore. Oh, he was one of those child actors. It's like, he really meant it when his parents pushed him into acting. I see. I see. Oh, and maybe he doesn't want to talk about what he used to act in. Because, you know, being transmasculine. I see. I see. Transmasc to transmasc communication is happening again. I can feel the connection. It's making sense. I'm putting the pieces together. I turn on a light in my dark trailer and flop on my bed, falling asleep not long after. Ayo, chapter 2. Presidential matters. You didn't even know. To be honest, I don't think they've mentioned it in the game quite yet. I just know because the developer emailed me and like explained what the game was about. And I was like, a Transmasc MC? Hello? Why is the Royal Guard coming into class? Royal Guard? What the fuck? Nate, Selena, Vance, and Anna, can you all follow this gentleman? It looks like you're being summoned for an honor roll event? What kind of high school are they playing at? Honor roll? Whoever did the backgrounds, though, did a very, very good job. These are really good backgrounds. Among those who live in the city, the smallest group has always been the elite. The stockbrokers, the real estate managers, and the largest group, government workers. While the majority of government workers, like Selena's father, are lower paid but keep the lights on, there are others who work in the shadows. The shadow government. Some you'll see without ever noticing. Others you'll hope you never see. Like I said, the shadow government. Or the CIA. Dude, you go to a school with fucking gargoyles? That's a rich-ass school. Phew. Wow. You're so cute. I know you're also kind of like cunning and intimidating, but I just love you. What do you think? How did they hear about yesterday and find out about us? Just keep smiling. Oh, I like that. It's like the camera's behind our main character. I like it. Mr. Charles. President Charles. Wait, is this like the actual president or just like a president of something? Good afternoon. I'm so glad you could all join me. It's an honor to meet you, sir. The pleasure is all mine, don't worry. It's a nice change of pace to meet such loyal citizens, and you're also young. That's disturbing. Maybe he is like the president. And I don't know, the president calling you loyal citizens? I don't like that. But considering who just got sworn into the presidency this week, this might be our future. And I hate it already. I don't want to distract you all from your studies, but I like to spend time getting to know my future constituents. A break from class and we get to meet our president? Sounds great. Yeah, I hope I won't keep you all too long. Sounds sus. You are correct. I'm sure our education system is treating you all well. Press X to doubt? Yeah. Yes. No. No. Our classes are going well, thank you. That's good to hear. What president would just pull some random ass students out of a class to talk to them? This is weird. I've been concerned about there being some disturbances in our schools. No, nothing out of the ordinary. Out of the ordinary? I just said there was nothing out of the ordinary. Someone here used to pick fights. I did not. They came to me. How'd you know I was talking about you? Eric. I can't say I was much different when I was younger. For your sake, try not to let it get to the point of breaking bones. Or Breaking Bad. We don't want the fucking crack addicts, you know, making meth in the schools. Mine or theirs? I won't be breaking bones. I'll be putting the bones in my mouth. You know what I mean? I hope your only troubles at school are a few youthful tussles. That'll be youthful tussles, all right. Anything could be a euphemism if you try hard enough. I've heard a few rumors of worrisome groups soliciting younger people. It is true. None of these groups have approached any of you, have they? We are like 4 random ass students in school. The more I think about it, the weirder this is. No, sir. That's good to hear. There was only like a guy doing like a fucking jig in the middle of the hallway, and then some gangbangers like literally gangbanging on the roof. That's about all I know. If anyone suspicious makes themselves known, you all will let us know, okay? Some random ass students. If I see something suspicious, I go to the president of whatever country we live in. That's weird. Yeah, just like smile and nod, smile and nod. I gotta know the plot of this fucking TV show that they're in. I need to know. Yeah, not the police. Just go straight to the president. Oh god, that's like a fucking Karen's wet dream. Now, let's eat. I'm gonna eat with the president now? Jesus Christ. Cut! Phew. I have the president on speed dial. How dare you park in this, handicap parking space? You don't even have a placard. You don't even look disabled. I'm gonna call the president. Bitch, I'm missing a leg. This is my parking lot. It was made for me. Yeah, exactly. I slouch in my chair, letting my arms dangle to my side. Despite how plush they seem, it's all for looks. They feel more like wooden slabs than chairs for nobility. Or presidents, I guess. Besides me, Victor stretches his arm before plopping down on the table. He gives me a grin. Make yourself comfy. I don't see them changing these seats unless a tornado comes by and sucks them all up. I think it'd just grab the trailers instead. An assistant who looks around our age brings us some water before hurriedly scampering off. An assistant who looks around... Oh. It always throws me off because sometimes it like blinks before it adds another sentence, so then I think it's like a whole new paragraph, but it's not. Angel eyes the bottle up and down before taking a meager sip. Was it taste bad? Yeah, she didn't poison it. At least I guess she didn't. She makes a frumpy face and puts the bottle down. Oh, that's a frumpy face. That's what we call that, huh? Not the anime puff up cheek face. Don't tell me you're a water elitist. Yeah, pout. Pout would be the word I'd go with. Serena feigns shock, bringing her hand in front of her mouth. Angel pouts. See, now you say pout. We all have our own tastes. And yours, and is yours $5 a bottle? For the first time, she gets a little flustered. I don't look at things like that. I just hand them my card. I think the only like picky thing about water I personally have is like I won't drink Dasani after I saw just how acidic Dasani actually is. Then again, it could have been a totally bogus video. I don't know. But they were doing some like actual science and it came out like very grossly acidic. And I'm like, that's water. What the fuck? So look at how much things cost. Yeah, same. I don't like water. Bad dragon. Drink your water. Be hydrated. This is coming from the Dokibee that drinks soda like it is water. Although I do have a water bottle in my hand at this moment. I lived in it. I was raised in it, born in it. I have boba, it's fine. Ooh, a good boba would be really good right now. Apparently a boba place opened up around here somewhere. I gotta try it. I don't look at things like that. I just hand them my card. I wish I could be that rich. Holy shit, how rich is she? No, how old is she? I mean, she's been popular for like a year now. Did she get accustomed to living lavishly that quick? Wait, how much do online celebrities even make? Feeling miffed, Angel unscrews the cap and drinks more. To be honest, I'm more of a tea person. What kind? Chai. Doesn't the word chai mean tea? Isn't that a thing? So like chai tea is basically like tea. It's a titty drink. Oh, nice. I have no clue what that tastes like. A hot cup of chai tea. What does chai tea even taste like? I don't think I've had it. I could swear. Hold on. I'll do Chrome. What? Oh, shit. Got a bunch of tabs opening up. What does chai mean? A type of Indian tea. With milk, sugar, and cardamom. Oh, chai is the Hebrew word for life? I could swear. Oh, is someone calling me out right now? When people act educated and say chai tea just means tea. It's common on social media when someone refers to non-bread or chai tea for commenters to act like they're culturally educated and comment something like, actually, it's just chai because chai already means tea in Hindi. So you're just saying tea. That's like a great Hindi lesson, but this is English. There's no need to pretend that chai is just a general word. Oh, you make a point. You make a good point. And like chai is a specific type of tea, yeah. I just thought the word chai meant tea. What the shit on me is when they say Shiba Inu dog. The one that always used to piss the shit out of me. Like, I can let chai tea go, because, like, it is a specific type of tea when people talk about that. The word cha does mean tea in Chinese. So, chai tea in Chinese is like what? Chai cha? Or do you have a word for chai? Chai cha? But yeah, Shiba Inu dog. Inu means dog. But yeah, the one that used to always piss me off is when I would watch, before they got a American Ninja Warrior, I would watch the ones that were actually filmed in Japan. And there would be, someone would do like an English commentary over it. I can't remember what channel it was on, but yeah, I'd watch that and they'd be like, Mount Midori Yama. And I'm like, you could say just Mount Midori, because Midori Yama is like saying Mount Midori. You're saying Mountain Midori Mountain. Stop it. Stop it. Get help. That one used to always bug the shit out of me. And that's a lot like your Shiba Inu dog. You're saying Shiba dog, basically. Like, stop it. Anyway, tangent over. She clasps her hands together with a dreamy look on her face. I've decided that's what I want for lunch. Or Sakura Matsuri Festival, yeah. Matsuri means festival, people. Yeah, exactly. Vibing while hell diving with... Oh, fuck. Fuck. That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to get fucking hell divers. Son of a bitch. How much does it cost? Ah, shit, it's expensive. Wait, which one do I want? Where's just normal Helldivers? Helldivers. Oh, there's a Helldivers 2? Shit. There's a bunch of packs. I could have sworn I put it on my wish list, but I guess I didn't. Because then I forgot. Son of a bitch. Is it just the Dive Harder edition? Yes, I am way over 18 years old. We're good. Is this the one? Or it's just like normal Helldivers? The entire collection. Okay, where's your just normal game? Helldivers. I guess it is the Dive Harder edition. Sure. Ugh, I don't have the money for that. Damn it. Damn it. Will I have the money for that next week? I don't know. I gotta pay rent next week. Some bitch. Yeah, I think I also hate when people try to tell me how to say things in Chinese when they don't know Chinese. Oh god, yeah. I just bought the base version. Helldivers 2. Are you gonna play 2 games at once? My love, please. Rent is important. Yeah, I'll probably have to wait for my first paycheck in February. God damn it. If I was gonna do it, it was gonna have to be this week, and I completely fucking forgot. Some bitch. I should have put it in my calendar. If I don't put things in my calendar, I just forget. And I'm not gonna play 2 games at once. You just bought the base version, okay. I couldn't even find the base version. It wasn't showing a base version. It just says Dive Harder Edition. That's like the closest I can get to a base version. At least on Steam. Everything else is like Digital Deluxe Edition, and then all these packs: Ranger, Commando, Defenders, Support, Pilot. There's a Mega Bundle. Oh, all these packs are only like $2.99, so the Mega Bundle's $24.99. That's not a huge difference. Oh, those are all just packs. Wait a second. Yeah, these are all just the packs, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna just the dive harder edition. I'm just gonna. Oh, okay, cool. Oh shit, that's gonna open my browser. Okay, the video better not play. If you hear a video playing, ignore it. Okay, no, it didn't autoplay, thank God. Okay. Oh, Helldivers 2. You got Helldivers 2. Okay. Okay, oh shit, that's $40. Shit. Sheesh. Son of a bitch. Okay. Well, I'll add that to my cart so I don't forget it. Wait, what else is in my cart? Oh, get rid of that. Why is it in my cart? I already have that game. Apparently Helldivers 2 is the one I want. Zort? What the fuck? Cursed Digicam? I'm just seeing some other games pop up. What's this? Hold on. Why do I seem unsure? Because I don't know. What is this? You received a cursed digital camera that captures ghosts from a strange website. The website allows you to liberate your loved ones by uploading images of their spirits using the camera. You decide to go to the nearest... a horror game. A Japanese horror game. It's a Chilla's Art game? Is it a new one? Wait, hold on. Sorry, game. I'm very distracted right now. This is Chilla's Art. When did this come out? Literally... What, 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago. No wonder I don't have it already. Well, that's gonna go into my cart. Okay. Now I will close my browser. Okay. So yeah, apparently it's Helldivers 2 that I want. But that'll have to wait. I've decided that's what I want for lunch. Actually? I turn to see a large figure approaching us from the snack table. It's the older man playing President Charles. Though I can't pinpoint it, his face looks like someone I've seen a lot in the business. That is to say, he looks like a typical older gentleman actor. He looks like every older white man actor, is what we're saying. I was hoping you all would like to eat lunch with me after we wrap. A real lunch, my treat. I blink. Free food? Yeah, count me in. As long as we don't go to Denny's again for bulgogi. Although it's not as regal looking as our castle, as our castle luncheon set, the diner we find ourselves at is still nicer than I've picked. Of course, I'm still in the mindset of scrapping money and sleeping on my agent's couch. Free food is best food. You're correct. It's mid-afternoon by the time we arrive, but the dinner is mostly full with patrons. The waitress that seats us chats casually with Mr. Clark. He's not actually a big celebrity, is he? I don't see many heads turning our way, aside from the few onlookers eyeing the bigger-than-usual party being seated. Speaking of food, my fiance just came up with dinner, so I'm gonna eat and watch animals. Alrighty. Well, thanks for hanging out. Always lovely to have you. And love you, bye-bye. Mwah. I will be here probably for another 2 or 3 hours. I love you too. Mwah. She leads us to a half booth, half table in the back. I scoot into the booth alongside Serena and Angel. I've always considered it good manners to take the booth and let adults take the actual chairs. If there's a choice, I'm not sure what that says about me. Oh, then I might catch you before you're done, but I will look for now. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I'm glad you all could join me. I'd like to get acquainted with everyone else before we start shooting, but I ran out of time for this production. When we were filming earlier, we had a tempered but commanding, almost menacing presence. Wait, what? I read that totally wrong. When we were filming earlier, he had a tempered but commanding, almost menacing presence. The man in front of me now is a mild-mannered gentleman. He has to be a grandparent. A grandparent with still blonde hair? Impressive. It's good to formally meet you too. Are any of you from Atlanta? Atlanta, Georgia? Beside him, Victor looks up from his menu. I am, actually. I lived here the past 15 or so years. That's great. Where are you at? Tell me your address. What's your social security number? How do I get into your apartment? Give me your keys! Like at the beginning of this fucking... or the beginning of the last chapter. The two talk about, or more about Atlanta and how bad traffic is on the I-85. While I thumbed through the menu. I only moved here a few years ago because my new agent was here, so I don't have much to say. Have I been to Atlanta? If I have been to Atlanta, I was to drive through Atlanta. I know I've been to Georgia. Because we drove all the way from where we're at currently to Florida to help my older sister move to Maryland. So we drove like down through a bunch of states, including Georgia, got to Florida, and then drove upwards towards Maryland. We hit up... Was it on the way back? Did we have her with us? I can't remember if it was on the way back or on the way up to Maryland. It would make sense on the way up to Maryland. Either way, at some point we stopped in West Virginia and went to the Mothman Museum. For years, I had a hoodie that I bought from the Mothman Museum, but like last year, I think I finally had to trash it because it was just completely... The pocket at the front was just unfixable. The sleeves were just... I looked like a hobo wearing it, so I'm like, okay, it's time. It's time to lay you to rest, good sir. Angel leans over to see my menu, as if our menus are different. To be honest, she's overly familiar. On camera, I don't care if she wraps her arm around mine. I'll do mostly whatever the director says. But in public, I'm just not used to people touching me. What are you getting? I shrug. Chicken tendies. So boring. They can't mess up chicken tenders. Bro, I really am Nico. I will get chicken tenders for the most part at places, like at restaurants I'm not used to, because it's true. It takes a lot to fuck up chicken tenders. It's usually guaranteed something I will definitely be able to eat. You come to a place like this and expect them to mess up your food, just send it back. That's rude. Yeah, I'm not sending food back. Like, unless there's a dead rat smack dab in the middle of the plate, I'm not sending it back. It's ruder to assume they won't do their job right in the first place. She giggles to herself. Try their nachos or salad if you want to be plain. Okay, nachos are a good choice too. What's wrong with plain chicken? Now leaning over from my right, Serena enters the fray. What are you whispering about? Chicken tendies. What are you going to get? Country fried chicken. That's us. That's a good choice too. Angel throws her hands up, defeated. What's her problem? I like the white gravy on it. Girl, same. The white gravy. Nope, not gonna say anything. I think I've already implied it. Victor and Mr. Clark turn back to us, having just finished laughing about a new parking lot being built downtown. Laughing about it? Why is it funny? If you've never been here before, I recommend their cream of mushroom soup. Gross. I'll eat cream of chicken soup, but not cream of mushroom. I hate mushrooms. All of their soups are good. I try to keep my face from showing my reaction. Mushroom soup. Do you come here a lot? Yes, I've been coming here for years. He is a grandpa. We fucking nailed that. I bring my grandkids here sometimes when they come to visit. So how'd Lucky rope you into this? Finally, someone asks the question I've been wondering. Just not nearly in the way I would have worded it. Mr. Clark takes a long sip of his iced tea before responding. A few years ago, Lucky approached me for a production they were pitching. They wanted me to play a main role in the show, a wealthy businessman of some sort, but I had a prior commitment and declined them immediately. I could have easily turned down my other engagement or asked for my part in its schedule to be pushed up, but I didn't. To be frank, I didn't believe in their vision. I didn't believe in them. Angel puts down a piece of bread she was munching on long enough to speak. But now you do? He nods. Afterwards, the show went on to win an Emmy for Best Direction and Best Screenplay for that year. It's a little embarrassing to admit, but I was envious that it wasn't me. Do TV shows win Emmys? It's probably a stupid question. I don't watch award shows. I don't know why. I just had the impression that Emmys were only for like movies. That's definitely not true. He adjusts his watch, the glint from the gold rim catching my eye. I had shrugged them off when they first approached me, and yet for some reason they came to me again, pitching their latest idea. They still had the same bright optimism as the first time we'd met. I knew I couldn't say no this time. He's got to get them Emmys. Mr. Clark gives us a gentle smile. I barely remember my own audition for the production. I'd had a string of unsuccessful auditions and wasn't convinced this would go anywhere either. When Lucky asked me to come to an interview afterwards, I was still sure this would all be another dead end. I wasn't expecting them to actually talk to me. Why do you act? I don't know how to answer it. The obvious answer would be for money. The longer answer would be because my parents put me up to it when I was a kid. But the answer that came out of my mouth was different. I want to be myself. On my right, Serena leans forward. The movement snaps me out of my thoughts. That's it. I couldn't figure out where I'd seen you from, but I remember now. Eh? You played in Forever and Eternity, didn't you? Mr. Clark smiles meekly, palming the back of his head. I did. It was one of my first and longest roles. Forever and Eternity is thankfully something I've heard of, but never actually watched. It was a long-running soap opera that was popular a few decades ago, but aside from that, I don't know much about it. My older sister used to love it. I remember she'd watch it when I came home from high school every day. She turns to Angel and I. He was the owner of a major conglomerate whose 3 sons are all vying to be the next owner. All of them tried to kill him at different points. Did they succeed? Yeah, several times. Huh? Mr. Clark chuckles. Was it like a regressor story? Did he go back in time whenever he died? What? Well, I mean, Forever and Eternity. Maybe it was a regressor story. Haha, only a few times. It's been a while since then. The show ended a few years ago, and ever since then, I've kept a low profile and stayed home with my wife. That means he's the only one of us who's been on a production longer than this. How did you like being on set for such a long time? That must have been so many years of your life. It was challenging, to be honest. He eases his shoulders and takes a breath. Me too, bro. Me too. I'm gonna adjust my posture here. Okay. Kyo, you have 7 minutes. I forgot the clock was still an hour ahead. So he had to wait even less time than I was predicting. You can wait 7 minutes without screaming your head off for food. Collecting his thoughts. Forever and Eternity ran for 36 years. That's an entire life. While I was able to film other productions during the show, it was almost 4 decades of my life. We started filming when I was 30. I married and had children with my co-star before it wrapped. You married one of your coworkers? Is this foreshadowing? We're gonna marry one of our coworkers. Or at least we're gonna make out with him. She played your wife in the show and is now your actual wife. Haha, yes. When we first met, she was strictly on only business, but before long, we began spending more time together. By the time our 10th season rolled around, We were celebrating anniversaries of our own. How nice. Angel slurps her drink a little too loudly in my ear. Yeah. What's it like filming with your significant other? A delight. I couldn't ask for a better co-star. This guy's still in his honeymoon phase, decades later. Wouldn't you want to work beside your best friend every day if you could? That's how it is. Your best friend? I hear a sniffle beside me. No, two. For someone who wasn't impressed just a little ago. Yeah, just a little ago. Angel's eyes sure are watery now. So sweet. I guess it would be. I can't really imagine it though. Well, you're about to live it, so good luck. The rest of the luncheon goes by quickly, almost too fast. Before I know it, we were saying goodbye and heading our separate ways. Is it time to run into him again? Wow. We walk off the elevator onto a well-lit rooftop terrace decorated to the nines. There's... Shut up, cat, please. For the love of Christ. You got 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes. The seconds are ticking down. You can wait. Dear God. Dressed to the nines. There's a casual sitting area already filled with people with a bar off to the side and doors for walking out onto the rooftop. This is much bigger than I was expecting, both the venue and the amount of guests. There's already a crowd up here and the party doesn't even start for another quarter of an hour. My stomach lurches. Aren't we fancy? Serena nudges my arm, despite looking lovely in a beautiful, form-fitting black to blue gradient dress. Her face is frozen in a mixture of worry and panic. I raise my arm and she slips her hand around it. We'll make it through our first network party for the show somehow. The two of us take our first steps. And there's the food being dispensed. He immediately threw himself across the room. Jesus Christ. Fucking cat. The two of us take our first steps towards the crowd of people chatting. Reality sets in before I can even make a third step. We're both wildly out of our element, and the only people we know here are the ones we arrived with. How about a drink? Let's make it 3. It says a lot about a person to arrive at a party and less than a minute later make a beeline towards the food. Thankfully, I couldn't care less, and neither could Serena. Good, because I do the same thing. I don't like parties. We both grab a drink and meagerly sip on it. I survey the party as a way to procrastinate. I was exaggerating when I assumed we wouldn't know anybody here, but it turns out I wasn't. Try as I might, I can't recognize any of these people. After all, they're investors and people from the network, people who work behind the scenes instead of in front of cameras all day. Being around so many strangers is already making me feel skittish. I take a drink to help my nerves, but it's not nearly enough. I feel a clap on the back of my shoulder, opposite of Serena. You know, you're going to give off a bad impression if you hang around the bar the entire time. He's dressed in a navy blue suit jacket and suspenders underneath. His plaid slacks were certainly a choice. Yeah, a bad choice. And it fits him personality-wise. I'm not sure half these people would remember. He reels back in unexaggerated fashion. Whew, and here I thought we were here to be chummy with some new friends. New friends. Sure. I'd rather make friends with the bartender first. At least come out and look out the window. The view from here is pretty amazing. With some coaxing, Victor makes us go out to the corner of the room where I'm finally able to get a good look at how far up we are. He wasn't lying. The view from here is vibrant and lively. Large street lamps look like fireflies against the comically small street below. There's something calming about seeing everything from this far away. The party behind us slips away, and with it, some of my anxieties. I can't help but be entranced by the cars rolling in slow motion. Enjoying it? On my left, Angel grabs my other arm, swinging closer. Her cute, sparkly cocktail dress bounces. The view or the party? You found the alcohol, so I'd say both. Wink. I look down at my drink, which I've only had a few sips of. Honestly, I'm not really a drinker, but I'll take anything that helps me get distracted or be distracted right now. Helps keep me distracted right now. Wait a second, Angel isn't even 21 yet. Stay away from the bar, will you? How else am I supposed to get something to drink? They don't have a water fountain up here. Especially not the kind of water you drink. Angel looks stunned, but I can't help but laugh. So, have you had fun so far? She lets go of my arm and leans against the window, pouting. All the people here who aren't interns are like 50. I'm having a grand old time. It drips with sarcasm. Angel rests her head on the window before turning around. Her gaze meanders to something behind me. Unlike him. A raucous laughter erupts from a group behind us. There's a large crowd that is gathered around Ren, all vying for his attention. He says something else and the crowd laughs again. A thin smile crosses his lips. Looks like he's trying to make friends, unlike you lot. The hypocrite stretched back over, eating some kind of fancy snack from the bar he chased us away from just a few minutes ago. Name me one person from this party. John. That's cheating. There's always going to be like one John in a room full of old people. Yeah, I'm sure there's 10 Johns here. Try again. What? I answered your question. As if I don't have enough people in my personal space, Victor squeezes between me and Angel and swings an arm around my neck. Let's go make some friends. Let's not. This is a terrible idea. With Victor's arm still hooked around my neck and Serena's arms delicately wrapped around my right arm, I'm dragged over to Ren's group. I'm terrible with age, but most of them don't look like industry veterans. They're not as old as Angel was claiming, but still a lot older than her. None of them notice us walk up. Have you ever met Jefferson? Someone in the crowd? No. Him? We went on set for Killers in the West a year ago. Or we met on set for Killers in the West a year ago. Never seen anyone so dead set on reviving the the Wild West genre by turning it into a murder mystery thriller. He flashes a short and sickeningly sweet smile towards her, causing a splash effect of giggling. They're relishing every second near him. How is it shooting heartbeats in one? I'm still here, aren't I? The group bursts into laughter. Scratch that, I've got no clue what the hell is going on. Now that I think about it though, I haven't actually seen any of his movies. Okay, only like one, and that was his last superhero movie, but every big actor nowadays is in superhero flicks, so that doesn't count. It's not my fault. It's been months since I've had the time to sit down and watch a movie all the way through. Did you go to the premiere of that new movie your father made? His lip twitches, but his smile doesn't fade. Somehow I knew the moment someone mentioned father that the next scene there was gonna be some kind of reaction to that, and not a positive one. So his lip twitching? Yeah. Boy is gonna be like, I don't want to answer that question. A sharp crease hits his brow, only for a moment, before he regains his composure. No, I was busy filming. Far the fuck away from dear old papa. He turns to a passing waiter. Can I get another glass of Merlot? Another woman asks him a question. He flashes a smile, and the crowd bursts with laughter. Standing here watching him be gawked at makes me feel like a third wheel, or maybe a 25th wheel. Hey, Nico. Who's Jules? Sup? Oh, your agent and former roommate? Reed, I slept on his couch. Comes strutting up to our left. He must have bought a new suit because he jogs over to us in a tweed jacket I haven't seen before. Jules, you told me you couldn't make it. I had to squeeze a few things around. but I made it. Not for long, but I'm here. I take a step away from Victor and Serena to embrace him. It hits me deep in my chest all at once that it's been over a month since I last saw him in person. I missed him. Or I've missed him. Victor reaches over and shakes his hand. I wave Angel over and introduce them all to him. How sweet, an agent that pays attention. Mine is too busy with other clients. Ha! My neck starts to heat up. Is it really that uncommon these days? He's more of an older brother to me than an employer. How long are you staying? About... He shuffles around to find his phone before remembering he has a new smartwatch. 4 more minutes. Why even stop by? Huh. Don't you know they serve some of the best Chardonnay in Georgia here? Ever a man of expensive tastes. He claps a hand on my shoulder. Look how tense your shoulders are. You've got a lot more of these events in the future, so don't look like a lost puppy so much. The heat of my neck has taken over my face now. I can only hope that the dim lighting hides it. If you have the kind of complexion I do in real life, which is like an Irish complexion, the moment you get even a little bit flushed, you look like a tomato. And I hate tomatoes, so it's like a bad time all around. I'm fine, okay? That's just the extra fabric on the shoulders. Shoulder pads aren't in until you make it to the Met, you know. I shake them both off of me. I told you to go with something more casual. There's a difference between casual and eye-catching. And also, shoulder pads would square out your shoulders more and make you look more masculine. I'm telling ya. Transmasc to transmasc communication. It's happening. Jules gives a hearty laugh at us. And now Jaeger is freaking out. Did you take a shit? You go number 2? Is that why you're freaking out? Yeah? It's usually why you freak out. I haven't smelt it yet, but then again, my nose is also stuffy. Looks like you're in good company now. I knew I had to swing by at least for a few minutes to congratulate you on all the first episode, to congratulate you all on the first episode airing. He pats his pockets looking for something. I would give you a old business card, but I've run slap out. It's alright. I think my agent would get antsy if he saw me looking at another agent's business card. A jealous man. Or woman. Or jealous them? I don't know who his agent is. Though maybe it helped. It'd help. God, it's harder to read when your nose is stuffy. And not even just like getting the words out, but like my brain. Does everyone have that bad of a relationship with their agents? Yeah, apparently. I've been bouncing between so many meetings recently. At some point, I must have run out. At this rate, I'll need my own manager. My shoulders slump. Please don't forget you're also my manager. Hello there. He's even wearing purple. He knows his color. The crowd parts as Ren graces us with his presence, a fresh glass of Merlot in hand. Where's that Merlot? Where is it hiding? Now that he's not mostly hidden from view, I'm able to see his crisp, dark suit with a purple button-up underneath. It's simple but effective for someone naturally attractive like him. He firmly shakes hands with Jules. It's good to finally meet the talk of the town. I can barely talk to my work buddies without your name coming up. Aha, I hope it's for good reasons. Probably not. A year ago, Jules would have been floundering by now, being face to face with someone so famous. Now he's barely batting an eye. Has he adapted that quickly, or did he get nerves of steel and is just better at hiding his panic? Can he teach me a thing or two? You don't know how many people are asking about your risk assessment, or you don't know how many people are asking what your risk assessment is looking like. What does that mean? Whatever he's talking about, Ren understands. He sighs and gives a shrug, but it still feels very customer service-y. Everyone needs a change of pace. At the height of your career? At the height of his career, he needed a change of pace? Come to think of it, Ren is a movie star. When he was When he was younger, he might have been in TV shows or commercials like me, but the past few years, he's been in blockbuster after blockbuster. If he wasn't playing the lead, he was still playing a key role with his name high up on the billing. But now, he's signed himself to spending at least a couple of years filming a TV series. It's no wonder other agents are talking about the shift. He should be able to book nearly any role he wants. TV series, namely ones not for adults, though, are considered a step down for actors of his popularity. They're longer commitments with ridiculous work hours. What's worse, teen dramas get even less pay and aren't nearly as publicized as the types of movies he's used to. All the momentum and fame he's gained up to this point could be thrown away if this show does terribly. Some agents are probably wondering if he's already gotten tired of the limelight. Some are probably wondering if he's lost, or lost it. Ren tries to laugh it off. They act like this is all I can do for the rest of my life. People realize I'll still be in other movies, right? But why? This time, Ren is only able to give a half-hearted shrug and a slight smile. Then he pulls out a business card of his own and hands it to Jules. If you get the chance, you should introduce yourself to my agent. She's always busy, but she's only got 2 clients. I guess you don't need many clients for your business to stay afloat if you've got at least 1 A-lister. Do you hear this? Oh, now I smell the dookie. Okay, yep, he definitely lost 10 pounds by taking a dookie after stuffing his face with food and is now freaking out. What? What? He's sitting right by my chair, just looking up at me and yelling. Are you done? Freakazoid? Still, I've never heard of an agent with only 2 clients. Jules nods and readily puts it in his pocket before shaking his hand once more. Thank you, really. I hope this career pivot works out for you. For a brief moment, Ren looks like he's at a loss for words. Before anyone else notices, though, he's back to himself and cordially smiles. Thank you. Jules turns back to me and pats my arm. I've got a late night event I need to head to. Call me more, okay? Jules gives me another pat on the arm before heading out of the party. Oh great, now Kyo and Jaeger are battling. They're so dumb. My cats are so stupid. Well, Jaeger just literally like did a flip and then ran across the room. Okay. I really wasn't expecting that. Now that one's making noise. Jesus Christ. No, a little embarrassed. That's nice. He made time to come by though. Yeah. For a while, he only had a handful of clients since he's still new to the industry. Recently though, he's had a surge of new clients and prospects. It's kept him real busy the past couple months. Better to be busy than waiting on phone calls. Hey, if he's new to the industry, does that mean he's your second agent? My heart stops for a second. Eh? You know, a couple weeks ago when we were out eating, you mentioned you played in commercials and shows as a child. So, how did she remember this stuff? Shut up, Jaeger! Shut up! Jesus. Serena shoos at her. That's not something you just ask. Why not? It. Serena flounders with her words as she turns back and forth from Angel and I. Some agents are picky and want their clients to do the heavy lifting. When they don't get the results they want, sometimes the agents will drop their clients. Why of all people is he still listening? They can do that? Well, I palm the back of my burning neck. Now that I'm on the hot seat, I don't see an easy way out. Yeah, he's my second agent. I signed with him over a couple years ago after leaving my first one. Victor toasts his almost empty glass. Good for you. Don't be so embarrassed about it. Of course, someone notices that something's amiss. Why'd you drop your old agent? Angel? Angel, I love you, but also shut up. Somehow, though, I'm able to answer them without a second thought. We couldn't meet eye to eye on what roles I should try for. Yep. Like, female roles versus male roles. Yep. Tell me we got the fuck out of there. Stunt coordination. Okay. I'm going to save. Yeah, sure. Okay. And we are going to move on to 11 Deepspace. From here. Yes. Okie dokie. I will change category to live and Deepspace.